Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, quiet. That's enough. This is a podcast by my dad and my uncle. They talk a lot about music, like a lot. So please sit back and enjoy. I think they are going to start in about 14 seconds.
Hi there, welcome to another episode of BG's Broken Records. My name is Bob.
I'm Gare.
And we are mano y mano.
God,
Boom. Come on, baby.
Look at that.
Come on.
Fist pump.
Okay. We are mano y mano. Gary was so kind to drive all the way over here again.
No problem.
After a drive back from East LA,
Yep.
California, all the way, one straight shot, one espresso straight shot all the way back here.
Compton to Detroit.
That's
in one
right.
day.
In one day. So he was totally cool to come over here and do this, and I can't thank him enough for it. Now, what we're going to do today, after Gary and I kibitz for a minute, is we're going to talk to another friend of ours who is the biggest David Bowie fan. Sorry, that's Parliament Funkadelic. It is. David Bowie.
Right.
Okay, David
funny.
Bowie fan, and we're going to discuss Bowie, his history, and dive into that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Okay, deaths. So I looked in January because today is football Sunday for the Detroit Lions.
Absolutely.
Big day. Go Lions.
Go Lions.
I've only got one really big death. Well, Melanie. Did you ever hear her name? She was a folk singer. I think she did a little set at Woodstock. She had 2 songs.
No.
She died. She died in January.
That's too bad.
The guy who had a #1 hit with the Ballad of Davy Crockett in 1955,
Oh.
he died, age 92.
Pretty solid run.
Hell of a run. The big one, David Soul.
True.
Dude, David Soul, actor. We're good, but also a musician.
Yes. Had his hit in 1979, I
Really?
believe it was.
Okay.
My dad and I used to watch Starsky and
Dude,
Hutch
Starsky and Hutch was awesome.
and Beretta. Those two.
Yeah.
But the intro to... Who didn't want to put on a shawl collared sweater and go get bad guys?
Who didn't want a striped tomato Gran Torino?
And the blue Adidas with the white stripes from the 70s.
I don't remember that.
Oh, that David Starsky wore? Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Dude, shawl collar crime fighting, man. That's brilliant. I love it.
Shaw collar sweater in the rain.
In the rain.
Yeah.
Oh, wet wool.
Because that repels water so well.
Okay, so I've got 2 things. So I'm over talking to Gary at Firebird Records a week or so ago. Picked up a few items from him.
Nice.
Can't remember what the big one was. Oh, it was a first pressing Pink Floyd with a blue triangle on the logo. Pretty kick-ass.
Nice.
A friend of his, this lady, Mario, who's got the stall across from him, I've met her a number of times. We chit-chat. Bob, I want to give you something. So she gives me this. It is an Abbey Road acetate of Dred Zeppelin. Remember those guys?
Yes.
Elvis fronted reggae versions of Led Zeppelin songs.
And by talking to her, she knows you're a huge music guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. She sees the bags I leave Gary's stall with. It's pretty scary.
That's
Dude,
hey.
I
Gift
just-
is a gift. That's kind of nice.
Dude, I just spun it. We'll play it after. It's pretty GD fun.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. So that's one thing.
Nice.
The other thing I want to mention before we dive into our conversation with Bob, who is on mute right now, we have him in the green room. Pretty much.
Correct.
Did you put M&Ms in there for him?
I put blue Kool-Aid in there for him
Purple drank.
because everyone's drinking the Lions Kool-Aid these days.
That's true, man. I'm telling you. There was a joke going around that people I used to work with said the closest the Lions are ever going to get to a Super Bowl is Chad Smith, the drummer from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, wearing a Lions hat when he did a halftime show.
That's funny.
That was funny.
That's funny.
But I saw an Instagram post of his, and he was at the Lions game last week, I think.
Oh, my God. Did you see Bob Seger, Jeff Daniels? Let's not forget.
Well, I know Daniels would be there.
Governor Whitmer was there.
Woohoo! Woo! Woo!
Eminem.
Oh, for sure. Well, these guys have all the money. They can pull it off,
Yes.
Okay, go Lions. Ready?
Yes.
What has sold recently?
Oh, I like this kind of stuff.
Sex Pistols, God Save the Queen on A&M Records, 45 with no feeling on the flip side. Guess how much? A 45.
Hang on. I'm gonna go 25 grand.
Wow, you're bold. 16,500 pounds times 1.268. Less than 25 grand, but a flipping 45.
I know.
Dude.
I'm not spending that kind of money.
No, I know you're not. And you're also not buying this cool Beatles blazer for $40,000.
I'd buy that before I bought the Sex Pistols thing.
You and I could never fit in a Beatles blazer.
No,
that one of those clowns wore. And then, okay, how about this? I find this one pretty interesting because this goes back to my conversation with Gary at Firebird Records again. Oasis, Pulp, Blur, Suede, Stone Roses, and I'm just picking 90s bands. Everything was getting pressed on CD. So,
and all the bands you just mentioned
they're part of the Britpop thing.
But are they all part of the Manchester Stone Roses?
Some yes, some no.
Okay,
but
right. I digress.
I just don't remember. Like, okay, Soup Dragons, right?
Wow, this is
Soup Dragons.
Yeah. Really going back to the 90s, man.
Jesus Lizard, Jesus Jones, all these guys. Mm-hmm. They're putting out albums on CD. They're not putting it out on vinyl. So getting an original copy of something that was a vinyl, collectible vinyl back then, is hard.
Right.
Never mind Nirvana, sealed first pressing of the 1991 vinyl release. eBay just sold for, I'll give you a guess on this one.
Oh, well, I went kind of high before. I'll go 19 grand.
Wow. Yeah. 4,000 pounds times 1.2. Oh. So $5,000.
Yeah, all right. I'm not rated.
Yeah. Sealed.
Okay.
You're going for the Beatles coat first.
Yeah, I do like that coat.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a striped coat. Maybe I'll take a picture and Okay, I've got to do it again. Please follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Please.
Please send it to a friend.
Yep, please.
Who loves music. And on this one, I will probably do a little list of songs on Spotify, and I'll put it in the header. And just click on it, and you can listen to some David Bowie and have some fun.
Nice.
Now, that was it. Next week, let's talk about all our Twitter and Instagram followers.
Sure.
Okay? Now, let's bring in our friend who we've known for 40 years.
Long time.
Who's a David Bowie fan.
Yep.
You ready? Let's see if he's there. Bob, you still there?
Yes, sure.
Mr. Robert Slopacola.
No last names, dude.
Oh, sorry. Well, that's not.
Oh, that's not his last name.
Robert Slop. We can edit.
How are you, Bobby?
I'm pretty good. Hey, thanks for having me on. I love listening to your intro. It was great. I don't know how to follow that.
If you were sitting here, you'd be feeling the same mojo that we feel. We just giggle our arse off.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Yep.
Okay, Ringo.
Boys.
Okay, Bob, I'm going to dive into this.
Okay.
Everybody who listens to this who knows you knows you're a huge Bowie fan.
Big time.
That's easy. I have a few Bowie records. I still think Hunky Dory is one of the greatest LPs ever. I remember spinning that back in high school multiple times throughout the day, and I'm sure you came over to the house afterwards and we drank a bunch of beer. That's by the by. I've got Aladdin Sane, 4 copies of Ziggy Stardust because I've got Doug's old records. I have His Last Dance, and that's it. That's all I can think of. I know you've probably got almost every one. So who better to talk David Bowie than you? Now, when I lived over in London, I could not believe how huge Bowie was compared to here. It was absolutely amazing.
Well, I saw after he passed, they had, their equivalent at Times Square, I believe.
Piccadilly Circus.
Yes, and they had this Bowie Dead, and I had no idea. I lived on the West Coast for a long time, and my friend had sent me, unfortunately, it's a terrible way to learn, but
right,
Bowie's Dead. And I'm like, oh, and I just woke up and had to go to work. So, that was really gnarly, man.
What year was that? Was 16?
Yes.
16, okay.
And you discovered Bowie when?
Just the radio growing up in Detroit, WABX.
Oh, nice.
Sky Daniels, man. And
I don't-
so,
Was that a DJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you had WABX. You had remember the commercial with Rocky?
Rocky.
And
Yeah.
then
Rocky the X-Pup.
and they'd play the Van Halen as the intro with Rocky.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah.
For those of you who are
So kind of, yeah. Oh, sorry, guys.
no, for those of you who are in the UK, WABX, WRIF, WLLZ, they were all radio stations in Detroit that were just
W4.
W4 huge.
Oh, yeah.
Huge. And they just played rock and roll
Oh,
like you couldn't believe. You can't find a decent radio station in Detroit anymore.
no.
You can't. I have to have Sirius Radio.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's by the by. What was your first Bowie album that you picked up then?
Well, I had an 8-track tape.
Oh, nice.
It was like Ziggy Stardust, and I also had like a T-Rex, the Slider, and Lou Reed Transformer, 8 tracks, right?
Nice.
That my uncle would give me, in addition to like Jethro Tull and Led Zeppelin.
Okay, I just bought some Tull the other day. Some of that Thick as a Brick and Aqualung, damn good albums, man. I'm just telling you. Okay.
Crazy good.
All right, we're going off. I had a couple 8-tracks when Orv used to go to the Salvation Army. He came back one day with an 8-track player. He's like, "You want this?" And I said, "Sure."
How much did you pay for that, Orb? I got this
$3.
beauty for
$3.
$3.
$19,000.
Right.
You might want to clean the heads in there before you throw your 8-track.
But
in.
I was living over near where you live, Gare, and I found a couple 8-tracks and I tried to play them. They're god awful. God awful.
So in my mom's 1975 Mustang,
I thought it was a
Ghia-
78.
No,
Ghia.
75.
But wasn't it a Mustang too?
Mustang 2
Okay.
had the V8, had the 8
We've been
track.
together a long
Farrah
time.
Fawcett model.
And
wasn't it?
as I would put in my Guess Who 8-track, and don't you remember on 8 tracks there was 4 channels?
Oh, yeah.
And then if the song, it would you're on channel
Click.
2, click,
Yep.
and then finish up on 3.
Right.
And never understood why it did that, but it did what it did. And,
Well, and that goes back to those 45 players that they put in car. Remember those?
yeah, in the 50s, the record
yeah.
players?
Yeah, 45s.
Yeah.
I mean, what? I'm just going to take all my 45s and jam them in this machine and let it rotate them itself.
Bob, talk about skip zone.
Oh, no kidding. Right. Pothole zone. So, first LP you bought, first Bowie LP you picked up had to be Ziggy Stardust. I'm just going out on a limb.
Well, quite honestly, I wasn't sure where to start. And I bought the Changes of One.
Oh, that makes
And I'm
sense.
kind of an anti-greatest hits guy,
For sure.
bit more of a purist. But like, what do you do when you have to mow lawns and you make $5 a lawn and you got like $10 a week?
And
you
you're
got to
going-
pick and choose.
And you're going up to Perry Drugs on the hill, and you're going, let's see, Back in Black, AC/DC, or
$6.99 a piece, and I make $5 an hour.
in the bargain bin. Boy, I don't
It
know.
was Woolworths and Kmart and
Woolworth.
Kresge's and Harmony House.
Wait,
and
Bob,
like,
don't forget about Corvettes with a K department store on Gratiot.
All right, guys,
That's right.
guys,
Where I
this
got
is
my
not going.
Boston first album. I digress.
Guys, this isn't going to go over well with our 4% of listeners in Norway, okay? Come on, man. Well,
Yeah.
actually, if you guys ever come to Detroit from Norway, let us know, and we'll give you the tour. We'll take you down to Hitsville, USA.
Sure.
All right, so you think it was Changes. How
quite
many?
sure, and then probably Ziggy.
Probably
right
Ziggy after that. Because
Yeah,
you know what?
totally.
I'm sure you found a magazine and you saw the hierarchy top to bottom, and you went from there. So
we grew up with Cream and Rolling Stone magazine. when they
Right,
were good.
right,
like,
right.
Cream
Don't
is
forget
like the-
Circus, too, man.
Circus.
Circus
How
rock.
about
Bob, have you
Hair Bands, Chapter 2?
Bob, have you subscribed to Cream magazine again?
I do not.
You know what's interesting?
did.
Are they Are they printing it and mailing it?
Well,
It's quarterly, right?
I was over at Matty
T's.
T's house.
Hey,
and
Matt, oingo boingo.
I'm not.
Just
Oh,
let it
bingo.
go. So Matt was like, "Hey, I got the new Cream, and it's big, it's glossy, it's nice." I flipped through the whole magazine, and I said, "There's no advertisers in here. There wasn't one advertiser. I'm like, how is this thing? And maybe
Because you're paying for it subscription-wise. That's how they're doing it.
but what you wouldn't get one advertiser?
No, because the comic books. Remember the comic books we had when we were growing up?
Yeah.
Every fourth page was Charles Atlas or Sea Monkeys.
Right.
Right?
X-ray specs.
X-ray specs, exactly. With the guy with his hand in front of his face.
That's
How
right.
does he do that? How does he do that? But all the comic books now have no advertising. That's why they're $2 a piece. Because
Okay.
they don't want to have to go through the problem of trying to get advertising revenue. Just make the consumer do it.
I will see. I've only looked at one issue of that cream. It's nice. It's big.
I might have to check it out.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Boy howdy.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Boy howdy. Bob, first time you saw Bowie, what tour?
Serious Moonlight in 1983.
Okay,
it
that's
was.
that's the tour where I was climbing up on your roof trying to wake you up to get money from you.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And,
no, it's true.
That tour.
That tour. Yeah.
My father called the police on him.
And
our
your mom
friend,
opened the door. Who's there?
It's just
someone's
me,
on our
Bob.
roof.
Well, actually, I was
Nobody, Mom.
I was standing on the driveway and I boosted Tommy up to the ledge and he was banging on your window, but that's a whole nother story. Really? So you waited until 83 to see him. I'm surprised.
Well, the only previous tour was stage. It was in the 70s, and it was pre-digital age. So
He didn't do a Scary Monsters tour?
He did not, but that came
Really?
after. No, that was before.
Scary
Sears.
Monsters is 80, I think.
The 82, maybe 80. That was like his last. That's like David Bowie's Some Girls.
The
to me.
83 tour, was that when I saw you at Joe Louis with the
Yes.
Let's Dance and all?
Yeah.
Because that was the one and only time I ever saw Bowie, and that I bumped into you there, Bob.
I know, but we all went.
No,
everybody.
I didn't go because you didn't give me that money that night I was climbing on your roof. Serious. Tommy and I had no money to get tickets.
Good thing you didn't turn Tommy loose on
Yeah, let's just skip that stuff.
All right.
Okay, so
So it was serious. Like, yes.
I saw the 1990 tour at Tinley Park.
Is
I
that
saw
when Frampton
that.
was
Was
playing?
he?
No, Adrian Belew was playing with them.
Oh, okay.
When Adrian Belew had that one hit, was it Pretty Red Rose?
Oh, Pretty Pink Rose.
Pretty Pink Rose? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just heard that on the radio the other day. It's a pretty
not a bad song.
It's a pretty aggressive tune. Yeah, I like it. I actually had tickets for Friday and Saturday, and I slept through Friday because I totally forgot, and then I had to go back down there, and I walked up with my 2 tickets from the night before and said, "Hey,
Question for you.
hey, I just kind of gapped out. Can I come in with these tickets?" And somebody almost did it. Well, these are for yesterday. Yeah, I know, but I'm just sitting on the lawn anyway.
Their tickets are real, but they're just for last night.
They didn't bite, man. That was the only show I saw.
Okay.
Which
I saw that
I'm kind of
3
surprised.
times.
Yeah, but what
was-
tour was that?
Sound and Vision.
Oh, the box set tour.
Yes.
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 That
And that song had just come out.
All right. So
Just.
as we're jumping around, so then when did Frampton play? And wasn't
87.
Frampton like kind of
That was
hurting and
Glass Spider. Yeah, Bowie picked him up.
No, So Frampton's dad taught at the same school that Bowie and Peter went to. And David really dug Frampton's dad.
Okay.
Frampton's dad said, and Bob, correct me if I'm wrong, Frampton's dad said, "Hey, it's cool that you're doing music. I think it's great." And then he kind of pushed Peter into doing it. And so they knew each other for forever. And I think in 86, 87, Frampton, according to him, was just a raving alcoholic.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. All I know is he had like nothing going on.
He had nothing going on.
Why don't you come on tour and make some money?
Bowie, and he
That's
will
cool.
say, "Bowie saved my ass."
That's cool. That's really cool.
Correct.
So, Bob, did you see the 86 tour?
80. I saw the 87 Glass Spider.
Well, did you see Frampton
I
on
met
stage with him?
Carlos Alama. I did. But I met Carlos back around the back of the Silverdome because my friend and I and his girlfriend had gone around to see if we could get in because he knew certain people. And Carlos was there with those 3D glasses, and I shook his hand. And we had maybe 10th row at the Silverdome.
Oh, that would have been
Pretty
good.
good.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh, it was different. It was like Bowie was kind of collapsing then too creatively because
So that tour at the Dome, was it mini dome or the full?
it was full on
Oh, okay.
Silverdome.
So for the people in Norway and the UK, the Silverdome is where the Detroit Lions used to play their football. It was a Normo dome, and it sets
80,000 capacity.
it's like it would have been like Wembley,
Yeah.
and packing out Wembley, and it was all concrete and steel. There was no sound in the place.
And don't forget the blow up roof, and when you open the door, it just sucked you right in. Whoa!
Right.
Holy smokes! What was that?
There's no lollygagging at the door with that vacuum.
I forgot about that. Oh
Remember,
my
you
God.
could barely open the door, and when you walked through, it sucked you into the main floor.
All right, so Robert, so you met Carlos. Any other
Yes.
of Bowie's musicians? So give me a rundown on his guitar players. I know it's Mick Ronson.
Oh,
I know he had Stevie Ray do the recording on Let's Dance.
oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Then you've got Frampton, who played a little with him. Who were some of the other guitar slingers?
We kind of had Ronno for 5 records.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
then
Ronno,
Bowie played his own lead guitar on Diamond Dogs.
really?
Oh, I didn't know
Yes.
that. Oh, nice.
Okay.
There was that, and I forget, there was another one, obviously, but Bowie did all the lead. I forget who he had back. He had Ainsley Dunbar on drums.
Okay.
And then on Young Americans, Carlos or Earl Slick.
Earl
We
Slick.
ki-
That's it.
He kind of stuck with those cats till the whole Fripp and Eno thing, but then those guys always recapitulated back into some of his songs, especially like live.
Now,
tours.
was Earl the guy who was with him for like the longest as a guitarist? Because a couple years ago, I went and saw at I think it was a Fillmore. It was Bowie's full backup band. They went on-
Yeah, I
and
saw
his-
that.
Oh,
his-
celebrating David Bowie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the guy, his piano player, kind of narrated the whole show, and they had like
Mike Garson. I met him. I hugged him. He
okay,
was wearing a
Did he,
purple velvet
yes,
blazer.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I
Bob,
was like,
Bob,
thank you.
did the guy need a cuddle? Is that why you hugged him?
No, I think I pushed some actors aside and hugged them. I
but
forget
but
who
who
it
was the
Hey,
guitarist?
Naomi Campbell, get the hell out of my way.
But then who was that guitarist then?
Adrian Belew and Earl Slick.
Earl, okay,
Should have
black
been, yeah.
hair that he dyes like
Yeah,
jet-
a lot
okay.
of tattoos,
Yep,
sleeves.
yep, and that was kind of cool because those guys, the stories, especially the piano player.
Okay, so on that note,
Oh gosh, yes, he made it.
Yeah.
I'm completely jumping a little, but
Sure.
come March or April,
Okay.
out at the Token Lounge in Westland, Glenn Hughes, who was the bass player in Deep Purple Mach 3,
Okay.
is coming to play Deep Purple songs. He's toured all over England with it.
Kind of fun.
Come on, you'll go.
I'll go.
Gary Newman at the Royal Oak Music Theater, March 13th. We're going.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we're going.
Did you see him over in?
I've never seen him.
Oh, okay. I
never
didn't know
seen
if you
him.
caught- Oh, I would go see.
He's
that.
doing a monster tour over here too.
Oh, I'm all over that. I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
go see that. Okay.
yeah.
Fun stuff.
I'll bring my autograph. So Bob, they re-released. Thank God they re-released Two Boy Army, right?
Yeah.
So that was one of the albums of yours that I borrowed. Don't even bring up the Clash. You do it, I'm hanging up right now. Okay, but
I completely forgot about it.
Oh,
till
good.
Did
now.
you not give it back, Bob?
no, he said there was a
I'm not.
he said there was a poster in it, and I didn't give the poster back. But I checked with my friend Gary, and he said first issues, or he said they never had posters in it.
Except for this
It
one.
was lyrics.
This one.
The lyrics, Bobby, the lyrics were on the record sleeve. I know I gave you the record sleeve back. Okay. All right. So Gary Newman, so they re-released it and I got a signed copy of it. It cost me like $50. I love that album. That was one album you hit me to. Two Boy Army, so good.
Oh, it's dark and bleak.
I love it. I
You
love
sent
it.
me a T-shirt too of it.
I did. I have my own
Yes.
upstairs. You better not wear them together. Okay.
God.
What is your most cherished Bowie piece of memorabilia?
Oh, good question. Good question.
Well, his T-shirts. on tour were always kind of right? And I gave one to this woman I met from England who I was deeply in love with. And this
It's
is
the
the
accent.
80s kids. But, and then when I met her again, she was a guest at a wedding. She didn't even remember me or the t-shirt. So that ain't cherished.
Damn it. That's like the wedding singer. Hey, take off that T-shirt before Van Halen breaks up.
I think my most cherished, I have a Bowie picture disc 45 of Diamond Dogs that I love.
Gee, where'd you get that?
I believe that it arrived in my mail.
Oh.
CO.
Like unsolicited,
Someone
it
named-
just showed up one day?
Yeah, just like read my mind.
And
like
no
here in the
return
record
address
club.
on it?
No, nothing.
Look,
And
that was it. That was a day that Ed was at the skate park, and I'm walking down Portobello Road, and I hardly bought anything from Gary, and I saw it, and I'm like, you know what? I've got a buddy who would love this,
Nice.
and I just
yeah,
I put it in the mail, and boom.
it made my day. You also sent me a fridge magnet, like a cartoon
Yeah, yeah,
that's on my fridge now next to a London magnet.
yeah. It's like
Honest
it's
to
like that.
gosh, I would
Okay.
not make that up.
It's like that one of Paul McCartney sitting right there.
Yeah.
Robert.
And so I got a record store day record, that rough.
Voila. Okay, a little technical difficulty. We had Bob drop out. Now we got Bob back. What were you saying, kid? Sorry. Do you remember?
No.
Come on, this is all on you. Come on.
No,
Say-
no
Oh, you're
pressure.
asking my treasured item.
there you go. There you go.
Pretty much they would be the vinyl. I've got, gosh, I have about 24 Bowie vinyls,
Yeah.
plus the CDs that came after. Much like you said, they never pressed vinyl, you know, and but if they did, it would be like $50.
Yeah. So, Bob, seriously, records are $30 to $40 now for a new release.
Really?
Yeah, but you know what? When you look at $1980, they were $8.99. It's the same price with inflation.
No.
Yeah, it is, dude. Check it out. Go online.
Well,
Hey, Bob, I know you use DuckDuckGo because you don't like Google because they get into your mind worms and all that stuff.
Right.
Okay.
oh, totally. Yeah, everyone should just take heed.
Wait,
right.
chemtrails. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So Bob,
It's real.
Bob, this has been way too much fun. I'm going to tell you that right now.
No, oh no.
We're gonna
Okay,
have a part 2 on this.
Yeah, we're going to come back. So what we try and do, Bob, is we try and keep our podcast about 30 minutes so we can let somebody walk their dog, get 30 minutes of giggles,
Right.
and we don't inundate them like Joe Rogan with 3 hours of podcasts.
No, that's torture.
Yeah, so we're going to wind this up, but we've still got questions. So we're going to come back to you in about a month. Can we do that?
Indeed. And I've met Adrian several times.
Oh, that's
He's-
pretty cool.
He's
That's a whole other diversion.
He's
Yeah.
not looking good.
Adrian's now?
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't think he's looking good.
Are we gonna put him in the death lottery?
No, I think he's too young for the death lottery.
Oh,
Bob,
there's a lottery?
yeah, Bob,
We just started.
pick one
Ooh.
musician in 2024 besides,
Well, I said Dylan.
you said Dylan and I said Yoko Ono. Besides
Okay.
those two, who are you picking?
That's too morbid for me. I can't do that because I don't think of life that way.
I'm asleep now. Oh. Robert,
Come on, throw
Come
out
on,
a Jimmy
no.
Page or a Mick Jagger or something. Come on.
Joni Mitchell.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. You
that's
might have that. I ate sushi next to Joni Mitchell one night.
Did you
Bob, we
reach
took
over
you
and
to
grab
the-
her
In,
sushi?
Yeah,
or what?
what?
In California, where were you?
Yeah, it was the same place we took Bob to.
Oh, that was a good place.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah. All right, Robert. Go Lions. Go, yeah, we're talking about sushi with
I'm
Joni
drinking
Mitchell, man.
the
We're way
purple
off the
Kool-Aid.
rails. Okay,
I've
listen.
been drinking the purple Kool-Aid since the day I was born.
There you
man.
go.
Come on, bring it.
Robert,
Or blue.
I'm hoping to get 78 spins out of this because it's so entertaining, and then you will be ranked number 1.
Yes. Strive for number 1.
Well, part 2 is going to be better because they're going to be ready. I didn't know how awesome it is to talk with you guys. You guys are good.
Oh,
wow.
you're so
Good.
sweet. Oh, gee
We-
willikers.
Actually, the next one, we can't digress as much. We've known each other
So
too
what?
long, and it
So
just
what?
goes
It's
all
funny.
Yeah.
It's fun. This Paul
We gotta
Paul
have
G,
Bob kick some facts out.
Paul G
Oh.
loves listening to the way we just sit here
He
and
does.
giggle.
Justin,
Guy-
he is on it every time. Even the update we just did, he's like, "Hey, just listen to the update. Good job."
yeah,
He is on it. Paul's on it.
yeah. But we do have 77 followers now. So we're up 2.
Nice.
3. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Robert, we're going to go Lions.
Go Lions.
All right, gents, have a great day. Thanks for having me.
You
Yep.
too. We'll
All right,
see you.
say bye.
All right, Gare, I think we're done.
Yeah.
What do you
well-
think?
Oh, that was good. Good radio.
Oh, just good giggles.
Theater of the mind.
Okay. Theater. Jesus.
All right. See ya.
People, be optimistic. The Lions are one game from the Super Bowl. You can't be more optimistic than that.
Unreal.
Unreal. See ya.